What is up, everybody? I'm the Retro Nerd, and welcome to another episode of Retro Night. And this time around, we are playing Tetris for the Game Boy. Now, I don't know if I've ever said this in any of my 800 some odd videos that I have done, but I do not like Tetris. Yeah, I said it. I don't like Tetris. It's okay, challenging brain teaser, puzzle, whatever type of game you want to call it. But I have like this passion for like not liking certain things that bring up past events, and yeah, I just don't like Tetris. Never had when I was a kid, but with these like past memories and stuff of certain people, and just trying to forget about that stuff and just focus on the positives. I just don't like, remembering bad things by playing a game that's associated with it or anything like that. But it's just the fact that my ex used to play Tetris a lot, and she was really good at it, and she liked it a lot. But I was like, okay, get her Tetris games and stuff like that, and I sit there and watch her and be really fucking amazed of how good she was at Tetris. But then after the whole stuff that happened between me and her, this is why she's my ex, blah blah blah. I started not liking Tetris even more so than what I didn't like it before. So it's like more like dislike towards Tetris because of all these events. I mean, it's not Tetris' fault. I'm not trying to blame Tetris, but it's just I don't play it because it brings up bad memories and stuff like that, and so. And I just try to focus a lot on the positives nowadays, and just try not to remember all those bad things that happened to me and all that shit. I mean, of course, she'll probably play the victim and say all the bad things happened to her, but she's the one that left me in the apartment with her being pregnant, supposedly saying it was my kid, and for whatever reason going off getting a fucking fraternity test done, and then comes back and says, oh, it's actually this guy I've been sleeping around with, and oh, by the way, I'm also married to him when I'm still dating you. Yeah, kind of fucked up, right? So now you kind of see why I try to stay away from Tetris. But since I'm the Retro Nerd, I have to play all these old games. It's part of my image and part of my creed, for me. And since I was doing Game Boy a month, I was like, well, I'll do Tetris on the Game Boy, and it's probably the only Tetris game I'll play. I say that now, but watch, like, fucking, I don't know, a couple days from now, I play another fucking Tetris game, because there are other Tetris games for the Game Boy. You got Tetris 2 and, like, Tetris Plus or some shit like that. But I don't own those. And Game Boy July will probably be over. By then, I should have enough games to fill out the rest of the month. But see, now you know why I don't like Tetris. It's not like I said, it's not Tetris's fault. It's just that's the reason why. And when I was a kid, I was never good at it. But for whatever fucking reason, I was really good at Dr. Mario, which is almost like Tetris, but in a different sense. But I was really good with Dr. Mario, but not Tetris. I think because when you're a kid, you think, oh, I got stacked these all the way up to the up to the ceiling and win. And no, that's not how you play the game. A lot of times when you got games too, you would find them at yard sales and stuff like that, and you didn't have the instruction booklet, so you were shit out of luck if you didn't know how to play it. But yeah. And it's also the fact that I'm not, like I said, I'm not really good at Tetris. I'm not trying to blame Tetris for my breakup or anything like that. I'm just saying, Tetris, you're alright, because I understand you're like the best handheld selling game. You went up to fucking outer space with a cosmonaut, and you're Russian. So I'm not trying to blame Tetris for my bad relationship or anything. I'm just saying I just dislike Tetris because it brings back bad memories and stuff like that, and probably even me talking about this kind of shit. But sometimes you gotta air out the laundry, to fans, to anybody, so they can understand where you're coming from. And like I said, it's not Tetris's fault. It's her fault for what she did, but I just don't like Tetris because I don't want to remember bad memories. So remember, Tetris, it's not your fault. I bow down to the fact that you're the best-selling handheld game. You know, you went to outer space and you're still in that Game Boy and you still fucking work. Even coming back from space, that's fucking amazing. You know, like I said, I just don't blame you, Tetris. It's not your fault. But anyways, guys, I've been the Retro Nerd. Oh wait, you know what? I never explained what you gotta do in Tetris. Anyways, so in Tetris, you have to make lines. So you have to have rows of connecting blocks going from left to right. And the more lines you make, the better your score is. And that's all you do. That's all you do in Tetris. I think probably each level has a certain score you have to get. I never really got too much into it, so. But that's all you do in Tetris. Just make lines. So now, anyways, guys, I've been the Retro Nerd. This has been an episode of Retro Night, and we were playing Tetris. And Tetris is a good game. It's really challenging and really hard, and it helps develop your brain. And just remember, Tetris, it's not your fault. Retro Nerd out.